There are 3 very common exercises that can be made a whole lot better by doing these 3 very uncommon exercise tips. These exercises are for your triceps, your lower body, and your shoulders. All right, so leading off, our uncommon tips are the bench dips. You guys have probably seen bench dips being performed like this, where your hands are facing this direction. Your fingers are pointed towards your body and you go down. Now, for one, always make sure that your body is as close to the bench as you can. Don't get your body out here. As close to the bench as you can. Secondly, if you just take one slight movement and you take your hands and you put them sideways on the bench to do your bench dips, it saves your shoulders a lot of stress and it increases the activation of your triceps. Just watch my shoulders as I do this. Here is the form where your fingers are pointed forward, and as soon as I take my hands and I print them sideways, watch my shoulders. It puts your shoulders in a much more comfortable position to do your bench dip exercise. Make this slight adjustments to get more out of your triceps and less out of your shoulders. The next one I want to show you has to do with your lower body exercises, and specifically your deadlifts. It's called the tear the paper technique. When you're doing your traditional deadlifts, you go down, grab the bar, stand up, kettlebells, dumbbells, whatever. What I want you guys to do first is take your feet and pretend like there's paper underneath your feet. You're going to try to rip that paper. All you're doing is pulling your feet outwards while they're in that same position. So you guys can probably see my legs as I pull out with my feet. That slight adjustment will get your hip activation a ton more. Tear the paper technique and then do your squats and deadlifts. And the final lift I want to show you is the kettlebell thrusters. These are very common, and a lot of times you'll see people here and pressing up. You see them down and press up, down and press up. Now here's the problem, saving our shoulders again. When you're here and you press up, your shoulders are out in this position. Versus what I would rather have you guys do is knuckles to your collar and then press up. Down, knuckles to your collar, press up. It's a huge difference from coming out here and extending your shoulder out in this direction versus knuckles to collar. So again, knuckles to collar and press up. Doing this slight movement can really save your shoulders. And as we get older, we know shoulder pain happens a lot, up there with back pain and so on. Make these slight changes to your lifts and I guarantee you, you'll get a whole lot more out of your workout days. If you have questions about health and fitness, hit me up. I'd love to help you out. Rock on, you guys.